Hi, my name is Sarah, and I was recently just traveling around Australia for 2 months, and I want to give 10 tips about what I think are the most important things to know before you travel to Australia. So, let's get you ready. Starting off strong, one of the most important things that you'll need is a visa. There are so many options for visas that you can get when you go to Australia, but the most common visa to get is the work holiday visa. A lot of backpackers that I was meeting did this visa. It lasts 1 year and it gives you the ability to work while you're there as well. The other visa, which I did, is a 3-month visa. It doesn't allow you to work and it's called the tourist visa. The tourist visa is anywhere from $25 to a little over $100, and then the work holiday visa can be up to $700. You are interested in doing the work holiday visa, the application does take longer, and the tourist visa can be accepted within 24 hours. If you're interested in traveling Australia, a lot of people need more than 3 months because there's a lot to do and there's a lot of space to cover. Tip 2 for traveling Australia is on renting a car. If you are interested in renting a car, a caravan, or anything such this, you do have to be 21 and you have to have an English license. A lot of companies do accept 18-plus-year-olds, but it will cost way more and you'll have to put down a larger deposit. Tip 3. Drinking and partying is so much fun in Australia, I will say, but drinking is very expensive. One beer can be up to like $9. It's insane how expensive it is. The most common thing for backpackers to do is buy boxed wine, which is called goon, and it's very inexpensive and it can get you drunk really fast, but it's disgusting. But some people do like it, so if you are interested in drinking in Australia, and you want to save some money, definitely go with goon, or just don't drink at all because it's crazy expensive. Tip 4 is when you're trying to save money, going out to eat is pretty expensive as well. So to make a meal in Australia, it's very inexpensive to go to the grocery store and buy the ingredients and make it yourself. A lot of hostels do include a community kitchen, so if you're interested in making your own meals, I would definitely recommend to save some money. Tip 5 is the cheapest way to travel around from one destination to the other. The time I went to Australia, it was cheaper to fly from each destination than to do a Greyhound bus, but the most common is the Greyhound bus. Greyhound buses can take several hours from each location. Greyhound buses can be anywhere from $50 to $250 depending on where you're going. So I would recommend looking into both Greyhound and airlines and flights as well. From my experience, a lot of the destinations that I went to was cheaper to fly. One of the cheapest flights I had was $50, which is insane, and that included my bag as well. Some of the airlines that are the cheapest are Jetstar, Virgin Airlines. If you are American, Jetstar is equivalent to Frontier, so it's not too great. Number 6 is bus passes. A lot of the destinations that you will go on the East Coast do have public transportation. Public transportation in Sydney is definitely the best out of all the cities in Australia that I've been to. I didn't hit Melbourne, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty good there too as well. Besides those 2 cities, there's not a lot of public transport, and if there is, you do need a bus pass. If you're not going to rent a car, I would totally look into that because that's going to save you a lot of time and money. Another thing about Australia is everything is on the left side, not the right side. So people drive on the left side, people walk on the left side, everything is on the left side. So just remember that, especially if you're about to drive. You don't want to go head into another car. I'm gonna add this on. Australia is very strict on speeding, and I learned this the hard way. I was unfortunately caught speeding and I did get a ticket, and it was $145, which is so unfortunate, but just watch out if you are about to rent a car or buy a car or whatever with a car. If you're driving, then you need to make sure that you stay within 5 miles per hour within the speed limit, or it's like kilometers. Just stay within the speed limit because they do have cameras. They will catch you and send you a letter and then fine you. The 8th tip is that when you are going to Australia, if you're going there for travel instead of work, I would book things far in advance, especially depending on the season that you're going. the seasons are flipped around. So beware that you're booking things when it's depending on the season. Things that I would book in advance are tours, if you want to go on any camping trips or hike tours. Scuba diving is a really big thing as well. I will say that scuba diving in Australia, if you want to get your certificate, I would do it in another country, such as like Southeast Asia or something like that, because getting your certificate in Australia is very expensive, and even just diving without a certificate can be very expensive as well. Tip number 9 is for accommodation. Most common accommodation in Australia would be hostels, I would say. Hostels can be anywhere from $30 to like $50 a night, so it's pretty expensive to stay in Australia through hostels. But there is another option as well called Workaway. I'll have it in my description. Workaway is an amazing opportunity, and it allows you to make a community and meet locals. I did Workaway for 5 weeks out of the time that I was in Australia. I learned so much from it, and I was able to still experience the city that I was staying in. I have a couple videos on Workaway on my channel, so if you want to check them out, definitely do so. I completely recommend. You get to stay in a real Australian house or wherever you are. Workaway, it's international, and you can stay pretty much in any city. Last and final thing for the tips in Australia that I have for you is that a lot of things close at 5 or 6 p.m. on the weekdays. Weekdays are considered Monday through Thursday. Something that goes along with this is that the weekend is usually Friday through Sunday. So if you are a partier and you like to go out, then Thursday nights are extremely popular because that's considered their weekend now, because they just got off work and the weekend is starting. And so Thursday nights are crazy if you want to go to the club or go dancing or go to a bar. It's so much fun on Thursday nights. All right, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you have any experience traveling to Australia yourself, make sure to comment those comments in the description, just in case I left anything out. Bye!
Thank you.